What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Infinite Gains again, back with another GME and AMC update. Yeah, I mean the past few days have sucked. You've kind of just been in this slow bleed. I mean you got that third rejection off this kind of trend line here, and just like bear flag, another tiny bear flag. I mean you've just kind of just been bleeding out. And that it sucks, it hurts. So I mean short term you're kind of like in this channel here, the top of the channel being, I mean, I guess you could bring this down. You could maybe make something like that, but I mean for the purposes of the channel, I mean you could just have the top of the channel as your kind of breakout point of the entire triangle structure. But you are, so like this is kind of the bottom of your little channel here. So you could, I mean we actually just hit it in after hours. We just kind of slipped down there to that $22 mark. So that could be a possible bouncing point. Maybe come up here, oh, break out. I will say, I mean, you're already close enough to your 100 SMA. Your 100 SMA is this green line right here. And you do kind of have this like trend thing happening here, and it kind of correlates with the 100 SMA. So I mean, if you do kind of slip below here, I mean you might as well just test that 100 SMA, because it will be higher tomorrow. So that 100 SMA will move a little bit higher. So it might be like kind of like in that perfect correlation with the bottom of this trend line, and you kind of just hit it, you know, and then you might be off to the races, because you go back here, you bounce off your 50, shoot up, you try to break your 200 SMA, and you end up having to come back down, and then you get that kind of bounce off your 100. You don't really revisit again after you bounce off of that. So I mean you could look at it as a bullish thing. You could look at it and say like, okay, well this sucks, but you know, we hit the bottom of this trend line simultaneously. We hit that 100 SMA, and then you get that kind of a bigger bounce. You maybe a like flag right here or something like that, and you shoot off. So something like that is definitely possible. You can see, yeah, I mean we broke the trading day range kind of volume here, so so you did kind of break down from support. So yeah, I mean I'd say we did hit it in after hours, but I mean, you know, when market opens up tomorrow, depending on where we're at, you may slip down to that $22 mark here in this little trend line that you have. If that doesn't really hold up, I mean, I really think that like if you keep slipping, I mean you might as well boom, hit that, and then get some kind of push to the upside, and then, you know, finally break out. And I don't know where that's going to take us. So I mean, that'll, you know, they have some room here. They have some room to work with. So they do have about, I mean, if they take it all the way here, I mean that's 7 days. So they got like another week to work with for sure. And the thing is, man, it's like, you know, sometimes these triangles don't even play out. I mean, I've seen it a million times where like you kind of get your hopes up because you have this like huge, like not really huge, but like you have this pretty large you know, structure. I mean, that you can see on like higher time frames, like you can see it on the 4 hour and stuff like that on the daily, and it's like it doesn't do anything. I mean, I've seen it a million times where it's just like fizzles out, and then like it'll do like stuff like this, and like I've just seen it a million times. I think this is obviously different because, you know, we're dealing with meme stocks, but I mean, I don't know. We gotta take it day by day, and yeah, if we slip down to hit that 100, hopefully we get a bounce, and like hopefully when we break this trend, like something big happens, you know. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. But yeah, watch for support at like 22. I mean, we're pretty much already there, and probably at 20, depending on where this 100 SMA is at tomorrow, like $20, $21, something like that. So watch for support there. Yeah, we do have a gap here, but I mean, you kind of already filled it. You have this gap here that kind of hasn't all the way been filled, but like it's literally like it's so small. It's such a small little gap. I mean, I'd be hesitant to kind of say that like you kind of have to go and feel it. Like, nah. But maybe that is the case. Maybe we do go gap fill and like it kind of fakes you out because you're kind of broken down out of the pennant and then you kind of sweep up there. But my main two scenarios right now, 22 support or this 100 SMA as support. And that's pretty much my only two little scenarios going on right there. So let's go to AMC. Yeah, like end of the day dump. It's like really, you lost your 50 SMA, but I mean that's fine. We've kind of been playing around in this range that you see here from like this like 530 to like 510, 509 ish area. So I mean, we may be able to bounce here maybe, and then like finally try to break out because your 200 SMA is like getting closer and closer and closer. It's at 537 right now, so you know, kind of breakout is kind of imminent. I mean, your 20 and your 50 are creeping up, and they're all kind of grouping together. Like something has got to happen pretty soon, I'd say, because I mean, you're just gonna have a bunch of EMA crosses. You're just gonna have to like, okay, time to make a decision. Like, you know, everything's coming together here. So probably an explosive move's coming pretty soon. If we can try to break out of this range. So let's look at that. Let me see here. Let me zoom out here. Maybe on the 4 hour. Yeah, so it's 4 hour chart. Okay. Yeah, I mean nothing has changed. Nothing's changed from here. I mean, we need to break up above this. So there's two midlines here. We're already above this midline, so we have to break this midline. We're just around 587-ish. So I mean, I'd say once you break these two kind of peak areas right here, you're kind of able to shoot up to these higher price points, so like $10-ish. And honestly, this next break, you shouldn't find like that much resistance at this $10 area. I mean, you should be able to shoot to like the 20s, I'd probably say, because you've just been consolidating for so long. So that's AMC, that's GME. Oh, okay, we're on the wrong chart. Let's go to this one, see if I have anything. Okay, I need to upgrade. I need to upgrade my trading view, man. I have like a million different charts, and it's just too much. It's just too much. Okay. Oh man, this one's messed up. I don't know why. Wait. Okay. I don't know what happened. Maybe that's it. Okay. Alright. So yeah, we did break this kind of channel, so we do have a midline here. Let me kind of zoom out a little bit here. So you could find support at this midline from that, again, that $21, $22 mark. So we could find support there. I don't really like this chart. What am I looking at? Okay, I kind of just give up on this macro stuff. This is AMC macro stuff. Okay, let's look at Nvidia. So wrong channel, wrong. Okay, we'll put these two channels. Okay, yeah, we'll put these two channels on. Boom, boom. All right, so we have so like again, we found support at this channel, got a huge bounce. And yeah, in my last video I said it was possible you came up and did this gap fill. Obviously that did not happen. I did kind of forget that FOMC was kind of coming, I did kind of forget about that. So it did slip and it hit its 100 SMA that we've kind of been targeting. And it did slip below into the next channel, which I've been talking about. So yeah, I mean, we're kind of just waiting on numbers to drop, Powell to speak tomorrow. If you just search up FedWatch tools, you should be able to see it's like a countdown of when the next FOMC meeting is. It's like a percentage chance of like, hey, do we get this many basis points, or it's a pretty cool tool that gives you some insight on that. So I can just go ahead and look it up right now. FOMC tool. So yeah, CME FedWatch tool tells you when the next FOMC meeting is. Tells you target rate probabilities for the next meeting. So 95%, 525 to 550 basis points. So yeah, that's this kind of neat little tool for tomorrow. So like, keep your eyes peeled, like be on the lookout, man, because you can get volatile moves like as soon as Powell starts speaking. So yeah, be careful about that. So we are at the 100 SMA, and I think this is kind of fitting. I think this is actually kind of really fitting for Nvidia's kind of histories. You kind of come down here, boom, 100 SMA. Okay, now we're just waiting on like, hey, are we getting rate cuts? Are we like, what's going on here? We're waiting for Powell to speak. And then like obviously these things are very unpredictable. I've seen it have very bullish news, tank. I've seen it have very bearish news, moons out of nowhere. So yeah, I'd be watching. So I'd be watching ES. I'd be watching the S&P 500 futures. So you search up the S&P 500 futures, go to the September contract. I'd kind of be watching like, hey, what's going on here? How was the market reacting? Like, what's going on? I'd be watching S&P 500 futures. I'd be watching a bunch of different companies like Google, Apple, Microsoft, stuff like that. So this could be an area of support. I mean, if you slip below, I think it's going to get much worse if you slip below the 100 SMA, because you've kind of been riding it up this entire bull market. I mean, you've been riding up, and when you slip below, you slip below probably halfway to the 200 SMA. So I mean, if you slip below this 100 SMA, things are probably going to get worse for Nvidia. Say probably my next target is at 85 point at this midline here. And I think just things can probably even get worse from there. We're just going to have to take it by day. We have had quite a bit of a drop. So, I mean, if this thing decides to rally, maybe try to get above this channel. Probably going to find resistance at that 116-ish point again. But, I mean, you may be able to gap fill. I mean, you may be able to, like, if things get bullish tomorrow, just keep your eyes peeled. I think things are kind of turning over for the market, turning to the downside. So yeah, but let's go down to the 5 minutes. Yeah, I mean, we've kind of already went over this. We're just trading between I guess we're literally just trading around within the 20, 50, and the 200 SMA. So I mean, it's we're just waiting for a breakout at this point, guys. I just don't know. This thing is kind of giving me a headache. It's kind of getting boring, You're kind of sitting here watching the chart every single day, and it's like, okay, we get it. We get the manipulation. Okay, so I don't know what this is. It's kind of like a curved trend line I made under GME. It's kind of, I don't know. So you could slip down, as I said, to that 100 SMA. You could find support in this little channel here. Now we kind of have going on here. Or no, it's like this, yeah. So you could find a little bit of support like that. If we do slip below like $22 area. But I mean, seriously, I think a breakout's probably imminent. Like even if you do go all the way down here, boom, off to the races. And that's pretty much what we're just waiting on at this point, and I'll try to keep you guys updated. And obviously, when we start getting some movement, I'll probably really make an effort to live stream and like take you guys' requests and stuff like that. I've just been extremely busy lately, like just with a lot of different stuff. I mean, I'm not gonna go into details, but I've just been really busy. So I do like try to stick my head in the Discord and like chart some stuff, but I am working on different things all day. So that's kind of why I haven't been able to live stream. So I should have some like free time coming up after this week, so I can live stream. If nothing has happened by then, hopefully something has hopefully we've seen some movement by then. But yeah, I mean, I'll try to live stream more. I'll try to put out some more videos and stuff. This is kind of the boring part, just kind of the waiting game, kind of just bleeding out, just kind of bouncing around, just doing a whole bunch of nothing. And this part sucks, but it is part of the game. And yeah, that's pretty much the whole video. Just want to do a quick little update for you guys. And I appreciate every single one of you liking the channel, joining the Discord, chatting and stuff. So I mean, it means a lot. And see you guys in the next video. Thanks.